morning! We're in the Barcelona airport and where are we heading to?
Home, via New York.
Home, yes.
On United, and we've never flown the business class, so we're looking forward to seeing what that's all about.
We're flying United Polaris Business Class, and we're going to do a review of our experience with that and compare it to. We've never flown them before, yeah, it's true.
To see what it's all about.
So we're going to compare it to what all the other airlines we've flown business class and just see how that compares and see.
And share with you guys.
Exactly, yes. With all of our airline reviews, we always say that we're not being paid by the airline.
But we will. If you want to pay us, we will fly.
But we would gladly fly for free.
I'll tell you what we think.
But we booked on our points, and so we're using our points to get these flights, so please don't leave any rude comments that we've had in the past. And enjoy, this is our experience, and comparing the airlines from what we've done in the past to what we're doing now. So we're starting our visit off with the Miro Lounge. And Miro Lounge is the business class lounge for a number of different partner airlines in this airport, in this terminal. They have bathrooms, they have showers, they've got food. A full bar, a seating area to eat, drinks, water, hot food, cold food, bar with wine, hard alcohol. Get me a Coca-Cola. I'm gonna try and not invade everyone's privacy, but they have a nice seating area in here as well. Lots of big couches. Katie and I found ourselves parked on this here couch overlooking the nice shopping area. And this airport terminal is significantly nicer than the last one. That one we arrived in was pretty bad. It was pretty ugly. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, the terminal. I think under construction.
Moving on from the lounge now.
One important thing about the lounge is don't go in having to go to the washroom because there's only one stall.
Yeah, I went like 5 times to try and use the bathroom, and there's one stall for the entire men's room lounge, and like it was constantly lined up. So it's so ridiculous. I have to come out to the regular bathrooms to use those. And then, but still, like in a lounge that's that size, it should have more restrooms. So that's the biggest beef there. Otherwise, nice lounge, food, quiet, air, Wi-Fi.
Good place
it's
to
good.
sleep.
Yeah, there's sleep spots. Yeah, it's nice. Now we're good for flight to board. Alright, the gate ready to board, and that is our plane, our United flight we're flying. Again, we've flown United before, but never their Polaris Business Class. I've flown business once with them years and years ago. This should be a new experience. And this is their new business class, their new Polaris setup.
Thank you.
Had a long wait because we didn't have flight crew.
That's good.
That's okay.
We have all this time.
Yeah, we have a long layover, so it's all good. We're now heading down to our plane. Hello. 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 There's a little, very, very private quads. A little pods in the cabin. Okay, it's a little easier to film Katie's pod here in front of me, but she's in the bulkhead, so you can see a wall there. And then you have a nice little TV in front of you, and then your legs go in underneath there.
So we lots of space.
And you got your little light. We've got our pillow, which is like a nice, very like memory foam pillow. And then you've got a blanket, and you've got another fluffy pillow. So very, very comfortable in that sense. So next to you on the right, we have got an area here with your menu for food. We've got noise cancelling headphones. You have your remote for your
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on board United Flight
entertainment
121
system.
non-stop service.
And then next to you see you've got the headphone jack, and then you've got power and a USB as well. So there's lots of power and USB here. And in here, we have a mirror. Hello. And then we have the amenities kit in here as well. You can store things in there if you want, but probably not best, just so you don't forget it. Behind the seat we have the light, so the light flips out. Change the angle, you can change the brightness of it with the button there. So really interesting because next to you here when you're sitting, is their system for operating the seats. You slide it forward when you want to go into a bed, and then backwards when you want it to be ready for takeoff. And then when it's ready for takeoff, it's green, so they can tell if you're cheating. In front of us here we've got the TV, which is a decent sized TV. And then we've got a little pouch here as well for if you want to stash your passport, boarding pass, etc., which is kind of nice, just for at least when you get first board. And also there's another USB port here, so if you wanted to charge your phone and put it in the shelf, it also works. Got a hanger spot for hanging a coat. Down on your left you got the armrest, which you can lower and bring up as well. Then a little storage bin as well. In front of you you have the table, which you push and then pull, and then it folds out. And I'm guessing that back piece is to stop your laptop from falling off the back. I'm not really entirely sure, but that's what I'm going to assume what it's for. On the menu for today, we have a starter with chilled appetizer, a buffalo mozzarella Calmon, tomato basil balsamic glaze, a salad, with choice of one of those entrees. We also have an express dining, desserts, and we have the many snacks as we go. There's also the option of breakfast, sort of lunch, when we arrive, just before we arrive. And if you really want, also you can get a fleece lined slippers, a Saks Fifth Avenue mattress cushion. Hi, Max. There's a puppy one too, yeah. Yes. So shoes is great for Katie. She's got a fluffy nose. Soft.
Cute.
A little amenities kit with, I guess this is for like hand lotion and a lip balm. Earplugs. Pen.
We can't really hear anything you're saying.
And toothpaste.
You even have a bigger screen.
Well, they're meaning to be a voiceover. We're hoping it's Morgan Freeman. I don't know if he's
We'll call
signed
him
up
and see if
yet.
he's interested.
Yeah. Those are the amenities. Thoughts?
Pretty typical, pretty standard. Satisfied with the amenities. I like the eye mask with the bulb, which is kind of nice because I always get the, like, the line in the face. But I'm really not complaining. As I was saying, I prefer Katie's seat because it's quite a bit more private and she's tucked away inside there. My seat is a little less tucked away. I'm kind of right next to the aisle. But I do have a nice table there, which is quite useful to have nearby.
I feel like I have so much space.
Yeah, she's lots of space up here, which is nice. Yeah, it is very nice, but I think the bulkhead seat is better than the seat behind it. Just as I'm giving a quick review, even though you are close to the galley, I still say the bulkhead is better. I haven't tried sleeping yet, but this is 6'4" is my height, and I cannot reach the end here just sitting, so that's kind of nice. Just looking at the under part here for the legs and stuff, the ones in the middle are way wider. Look at the width that she has there. She's got that extra little like chunk of width and that extra space next to her, compared to mine, which is just enough for your feet. And I know this is like nitpicking, but if you're comparing the two, that's better than this. So middle seats or that front bulkhead are for sure the preferred seats to be on in this plane. I missed filming the appetizer, but it was a nice little salad, a little Greek style salad, and then a little salad with cheese and tomato, like a caprese salad. And then now I've got the braised short rib with mashed potatoes and carrots, and then I also have Katie's beans, so those don't usually come with it, but more vegetables. Food's been great, service has been awesome so far, no complaints. Got this crazy buffet of desserts, cheese plates, ice cream, various flavored macaroons, all dessert stuff, Island Deer ice cream. I opted to go to an chocolate sundae with slivered almonds and a macaroon sitting on top. Completely flat seat, lots of leg room.
really comfortable. Like the seat is super, super comfortable. I didn't really get hip soreness like I do in some of them when lying on my side. But yeah, the cushion's really comfortable, and you can actually get a comforter that you can lay on top of as well, a mattress. That makes it even softer. The only problem I had with mine was where the feet go, your feet basically, like, it's not wide enough for me to lay on my side. I have to lay straight up and down because the feet are too long. Because it kind of comes in like a narrow little peak. Whereas the other ones, the Katie's in and across the way I was mentioning, those have wider feet wells. So the foot well is being a lot wider, which is good for a tall person. Because if you're tall, you're going to have issues in here. It wasn't the end of the world, it was fine. I am 6'4", so I realize I'm tall, but it's just a little bit of a sort of a not as great comfort thing compared to some of the other airlines that are much wider foot wells. As far as the actual service went, great. I had zero complaints. I know a lot of people have a lot of complaints with United, and I'm sure the economy class might be completely different, and it's just one-off bad experiences people have. We had great experiences with the staff here. Always on top of giving you water and your meal. They're joking around, very friendly. Just no issues whatsoever. Everything was really good. The seat's really comfortable, really easy to get a lot of work done. I prefer the Air Canada Dreamliner seat better because I had more room for me to work. But I also think Katie's seat might have been a little better for the one in the middle, a little more optimal positioning for the working side of things. But this one worked fine, and their tray table's a little long, so I had to actually work while eating, so I had enough space for both the tray and my computer for those who are working on the flight. No complaints. Definitely one of the better business classes I've ever flown. Katie would probably call this her number one, it sounds like, but we'll get her opinion in a moment.
How was your experience on your flight?
I think the seats are really, really comfortable. I really enjoyed it. I think good. Food was good. Service was good. The bed was a little hard, but not really. I have so much space. I feel like I have a lot of room to sit, especially
For activities. For activities.
And it's good, really good. I'm trying to be critical of something. I don't really have any critique. I was going to say no remote, but I found no, good. Everything's
Good.
really great.
That was basically what I said as well, so other than I think your seat's better, but that's okay, because I love you.
And the food was, the dessert was really good.
Bathroom is your standard bathroom, tissues on the side. They've got some lotions and things on the side. I actually really like it when some of the planes have the toothbrushes in here, because I often forget my toothbrush in my kit. I know it's a lot to ask for, and it's nothing really important, but basic toilet. So just a regular bathroom. We are in
New York.
New York. It's kind of cool.
New Jersey.
Yeah, we're in Jersey. It's cool because you can see the city, Manhattan, and we're gonna be here in a couple months again. That'll be the next series. But we're grabbing our bags now. Overall, had a really good flight with United. Even though there's lots of people who complain about them, we had an awesome experience. Zero complaints.
It was really good. The food was good. The service was good. Some of those airlines, they're like overly attentive, which I kind of like, because then I'm like, oh, okay, twist my arm, I'll have ice cream. But I think this was an appropriate amount of attentiveness.
Well, and they were joking around with us, like, how was your flight? And we're like, oh, awful. And they're like, oh, do you want us to call security? Like, just joking around, like.
Kick you off. He asked.
Oh, they wanted to kick me off. So we're just having a lot of fun. So just joking around, and just overall, very good experience.
Yeah.
So we would highly recommend them. And stay tuned for our next video, which will be on Air Canada's Dreamliner. We fly from New York to Vancouver. We'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe up here. Check out our most recent other videos over here, or subscribe to our other channel over here.